Welcome to another video of me reviewing different club organizers and venues in Paris to say if they're worth your time, money, and energy. And last night I went out to a party with WOBO, and their Instagram name is actually WOBO Bumblebeats, which is just really cute. I like that a lot. And of course the name sucked me in. The music on the advertisement sucked me in. And also a friend was DJing there, so I was like, okay, I'm more convinced because every time this friend DJs, he does such a great job. It's such a fun energy. And I was like, what else do I have to do on a Thursday evening? It was a Thursday, yes. And also, if you go before 8, it was only €3. And then to go at any time you wanted before it ended at midnight, it was €5. So I was like, really can't beat that, especially if it's only walking distance. And the whole vibe for this organization is their like after work parties. That's what it is. So I guess they're never late night. And to be honest, I didn't see much of the DJs. I just went to see my friends. So of course, like with any party that you go to, always check the DJs. It shouldn't be like that difficult. Just find their Instagram, find their SoundCloud, find a link tree, find something, But I can talk about the other things going on, especially the location. So the location was at Belushi's, which is the downstairs of a hostel called St. Christopher's Inn. And St. Christopher's Inn is a chain and it's known to be a party hostel. And I walk by this place all the time just because of where I live. And I never really thought about it. I always saw the sign for Belushi's, but I didn't understand where it was because I didn't think that hard about it. But you have to walk through the hostel, then go to the right and then go down some stairs, and it has its own bar, toilet situation, and everything. I didn't like it as much as this other hostel party that I went to when Neon was having a party, but what I do appreciate about parties being held at these places is that there is no search on entry. You can walk in with whatever the fuck you want, and no one is ever going to bother you. The crowd can be a bit younger just because of where it is, of course, but also there was a decent mix in the crowd, I would say, and the crowd was really fun. It had a lot of energy, honestly. Whoever was the MC for the night, he had so much energy. So much energy. Like, it was a really fun crowd. I liked it a lot. But what I didn't like, though, were the lights. The lights were just like, like they didn't really do anything for me. They did have a screen showing like a little show or whatever, which was cute. But for me, lights are such an important factor, especially for this type of music. This type of music is very intense. It requires lights that match that energy. The sound system, not good. Honestly, I just wouldn't go back because of the sound system. And I'm so picky about how music sounds. And I didn't used to be like this, but having so many conversations with Will on the dance floor about sound quality really turned me into a bit of a snob about it. And since it was such a small room, there was just one security guy that would just come randomly and stand in the back and look around. But it wasn't tense or anything like this, so that was refreshing. And I took a picture of the bar prices in case you're interested, but I thought it was really interesting that they made a shot with vodka and hot sauce, because that just sounds so nasty to me. I almost tried it just to see what it was, but then I was like, no, I'm not going to enjoy that. There's no way I'm going to enjoy alcohol with hot sauce, especially vodka with hot sauce. Something that I did like about this place, though, is that they just had a place where you could just put your coat yourself. Like, you don't have to engage with anybody to do it. There was also a few places to sit, which is always nice. There was a fan blowing on the dance floor, which was amazing. And I don't have many videos from the night because I was really focused on just dancing. I didn't have any pockets. Also, it's just like, I don't know, at some point, you just kind of have to be there. And if you like this type of bass music, then I think that they could have some really fun parties. If it's at Belushi's, I don't know if I would say like go out of your way to go. But if you're already staying at a hostel in Paris and you happen to like this music, then that works out perfect. One thing about this location, though, is that the smoking area is outside. Like, you're just on the streets in front. And depending on the time that you're out, there are going to be homeless people bothering you asking for things. I would say the ones in this area can be a bit more friendly, but it's like if you don't want to have to deal with that, that's just something to be aware of. And you know what? I think I made a video before about things that I say to homeless people that come up to me. But honestly, the easiest things to say are just like désolé, like sorry, and just shake your head no. That's one of the easiest and most useful French phrases. It's not even a phrase, it's just a way of saying désolé. And it's the same if you're a man or a woman. It sounds the exact same, but they're spelled differently, just désolé. And yeah, this is a really quick video. I don't know if you saw the last video about this techno party. I'm going to another techno party tomorrow night from when I filmed this that I'm really excited about. Yeah, I also just love finding parties in general. So if you're looking for something in Paris, if you're coming to Paris and you want someone to take care of it and find something for you based on your music taste, then there's links for all of these things in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.